Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Raja's Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you for your tremendous support. There are people who are committed in seeing this channel growing. Moses Kuria, the fired cabinet secretary, I think it was last month or so, he announced to the public and said he will no longer speak about politics until August. That's what he said. He told Kenyans, from today, I have closed my mouth and I will issue an earth-shaking statement in August. But we all know Moses Kuria ni mtu waku, he has a burning mouth. He is not someone who can keep quiet for long. And nimpiere, I think. Anyway, Moses Kuria is writing something here that is worth our attention. He is a whistleblower, but now preparing us on what is going to happen. You remember when Moses Kuria was being interviewed, I think it was last year, Moses Kuria categorically said, even me, I said, William Ruto will work with Raila Odinga. He said that. I think you've seen that clip trending. Sometimes we underestimate Moses Kuria's words, and we tend to believe he diarrheas words. But in real sense, Moses Kuria knows some secrets between Raila and Ruto, of which some might not understand. The very same Moses Kuria who told us that Ruto will work with Raila is also tweeting and saying the following: I fully support Raila Odinga's call for a return to the Bomas draft. Over the last 19 years, since rejection of Bomas, we have gone in circles with artificial experiments like Grand Coalition, Handshake, and now broad-based government. We have scattered around to avoid the inevitable. I will offer my full devotion and commitment towards a national constitutional conference, towards the Bomas draft. Now, let me expound this post. Moses Kuria is opining to us that there is a likelihood that both Raila and Ruto might opt to change the constitution, of course, through a referendum, to constitutionally give room for a coalition government like South Africa. South Africa means the second runner shares government with the first runner who didn't garner the required percentage. Mnanipata vizuri? So Moses Kuria is telling Kenyans that there is need to change the constitution. And I believe it is like William Ruto is thinking to bring BBI using the back door, because BBI was suggesting the same. But I have a few questions to ask. Do we need to change the constitution for our leaders to behave? Do we need to change a constitution for us to develop? Do we need to change our constitution for Kenya to have electoral peace? Do we need to change the constitution for us to end police brutality? Do we need to change the constitution for the president to do what people want. Because the current constitution says all power belongs to the people. Leaders are just custodians of the offices meant to be of the people. If the same politicians do not respect the rule of law, if William Ruto doesn't respect the constitution, how sure are we that by changing the law, politicians like William Ruto are going to uphold and defend the constitution, which they are the custodians? What makes us think so? Ahmednasir is answering Moses Kuria in a Twitter, in an X post. And this is what Ahmednasir is writing. Is telling Moses Kuria, rubbish. The problem isn't the 2010 constitution. The problem is willful refusal by the political elite and their sidekicks like yourself to implement and respect the constitution. I agree. The problem in the Republic of Kenya is not about the constitution. The ailing disease, the most dangerous disease that has captured this nation, is the political elites who do not want to respect, uphold, and defend the constitution. They always think they're above the law. How many court orders has Ruto disrespected? How many articles in the constitution has William Ruto disrespected, including a freedom of expression, a freedom of picketing and demonstrations? How many? So to heal this nation, we don't need to change the constitution. Ahmednasir continues to say, your awful tweet is a moving testimony of the political class, meaningless engagement in periodic sideshows that yield no benefit to Wanjiku. Yes, changing the constitution is not going to benefit Kenyans in any way. It doesn't. Changing the constitution is only going to benefit the political elite. So, Waziri, that is what Ahmednasir is writing. Kenyans have outgrown reckless and uneducated cries like that you are making. Move on. Let me finish by saying, myself, I believe, as Kenyans, we do not need in any way to change the constitution for Kenya to prosper. The Bible tells me those who know how to manage the little they have, much will be trusted with them. If you lay trust in whatever little you have, then God and the people will trust you with more. If politicians cannot be trusted with the 2010 constitution, still, what makes us believe, what makes Moses Kuria believe that the very same politicians, including him, are going to be trusted with the new constitution? If they can't respect it, what makes us think they will respect the one that is coming? These are sideshows, and I don't support them. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.